Hello to everyone. My name is Bhagyashree Thorat and today I am going to present a video lecture on the topic series resonance from the subject network theory for the IUCEE project GENTLE. In this video lecture, the learning outcomes are: first, we are going to introduce what is resonance, then resonance condition for series resonance circuit, then we are going to become familiar with frequency response of series resonance circuit, then phasor diagram for VN, VC and VR, voltage across inductor, voltage across capacitor and voltage across resistor, and lastly we are going to see the impedance response for frequency. Definition for resonance in physics is: resonance is a tendency of system to oscillate with greater amplitude at some frequency than other frequency. This means in system at a particular frequency or for range of a frequency, maximum amplitude is going to present, and for other frequency the amplitude is a minimum, or the system is going to give maximum impedance at particular frequency, other frequencies, and for some frequency the impedance is very low. Resonance phenomena occurs with all types of vibrations or waves. Example: mechanical resonance, acoustic resonance, nuclear resonance, electromagnetic resonance. First example: electrical resonance of tuned circuit in radios and TV. When we are going to switch on the radio or TV for a particular channel, that means you are tuning the electrical circuits for particular frequency of that channel. Acoustic resonance of musical instruments and human vocal cords. When any musical instruments, a human going to perform on the music, that means it is going to first resonance of a musical instruments and human vocal cords. In this video lecture, we are going to focus for only electrical resonance. Remaining resonance is not a part of this video lecture. For electrical resonance, first we are going to see the electrical circuit. For any electrical circuit, first part is a source. So for source, E is a voltage source and Rs is the internal resistance of this voltage source. Rd is a design resistance, any amount of design resistance which is required to design a series resonance circuit. It is going to be decided by a designer. Then RL is internal resistance of inductor. For practical inductor, always internal resistance is present, and capacitor. This is basic series resonance circuit diagram. If we combine the series resistive element into one total value, R is equal to Rs plus Rd plus RL, source resistance, design resistance and inductance resistance. Then the resultant circuit diagram is a voltage source E, then total resistance R, inductor and capacitor is in series, so it is series RLC circuit. For this circuit, I is a current flowing from this circuit. The loop current is always same for entire circuit, and ZT is a total impedance for this resultant circuit. The total impedance for this circuit at any frequency is determined by ZT is equal to R plus JXL minus JXC. Impedance is a vector R plus JXL minus JXC. So R plus J XL minus XC. For inductor, the reactance is a JXL. For capacitor, reactance is a minus JXC. Now, according to definition, the resonant condition is occur when a minimum impedance is present in your circuit. So for this circuit, R is always a constant value, but XL minus XC, for this condition, if XL is equal to XC at a particular one frequency, then XL minus XC becomes 0 and total impedance is only R. So total impedance at resonance is only R, and this is resonance impedance in circuit. For this resonance condition, the current flowing from the circuit is equal to E voltage supply divided by total impedance. It is R at resonance angle 0. In this circuit, first assumption is a voltage and current is always in a one phase. Now we want to derive the derivation of resonant frequency. Resonant frequency at which the net reactance of series circuit is 0, and it is denoted by Fs. The resonant frequency can be determined in terms of inductance and capacitance because resonance condition is XL is equal to XC. For XL, it is omega L and XC is equal to 1 divided by omega C. Omega is a radian frequency. So omega square is equal to 1 divided by LC. So now we want to find the resonance condition for omega. So frequency at a resonance condition is omega S for series resonance circuit, and it is equal to 1 divided by under root of LC. But omega S is equal to 2 pi F. F is a frequency in hertz, so Fs is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi under root of LC. In this formula, F is a frequency in hertz denoted by Hz. L, inductor is in henries denoted by H. Capacitor is in farads denoted by F. Resonant frequency is only depend on L and C, and it is not depend on R. This is a conclusion from this derivation, because if we see in this derivation, Fs is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi under root of LC. R is not introduced in this formula. For example, in a one circuit, inductor is a 1 Henry, capacitor is a 1 farad, and total resistance is 100 ohm. For second condition, inductor is a 1 Henry, capacitor is a 1 farad, and resistance is a 200 ohm. For both conditions, the resonant frequency is same, only your current is going to be varied. Next, we have to see the phasor diagram for voltage across inductor, voltage across capacitor, and voltage across resistor. At resonance, from formula, input voltage and current are in phase at resonance. Voltage across inductor is a current into reactance of inductor XL 90 degree. So voltage across inductor is IXL 90 degree. Similarly, VC is equal to IXC minus 90 degree. So VL and VC, voltage across inductor and voltage across capacitor, are out of phase by 180 degree. VL is always leads VR by 90 degree and VC is lags by 90 degree to VR. If you write KVL for RLC circuit, then it is E voltage supply is equal to VR plus VL plus VC. For maximum resistance, E max is equal to VR max plus VL max plus VC max is never arise in RLC circuit, When VR max is there, VL and VC are minimum. Next, impedance versus frequency. So total impedance is equal to R plus J XL minus J XC. So R plus J XL minus XC. This formula with respect to frequency, so ZTF is equal to under root of RF square plus XLF minus XCF square. This is formula for magnitude of impedance. So R is always constant value. It is shown by a straight line. If it is a 50 ohm, 100 ohm, 200 ohm or 1K, the line is always straight for this particular value. For XL, formula is 2 pi FL. Frequency is 0, XL is 0, and if frequency is increases, XL is increases. So this line shows the response for reactance of inductor. XC is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi FC. So for XC, when frequency is very minimum, XC is very high, and as frequency increases, XC is decreases. When XL and XC crosses each other, this point is nothing but resonant frequency. At this resonant frequency, resistance, total impedance is nothing but your value of R, and ZT, total impedance response, is when minimum frequencies, it is the summation of XL, XC and R. So it is a hyperbolic graph. From this graph, we can conclude that when frequencies are less than resonant frequency, network is a capacitive. That means I leads voltage, current leads voltage. When frequencies are greater than resonant frequency, network is inductive, voltage leads current, and at resonant condition, when F is equal to Fs, network is resistive, and E and I, voltage and current, are in phase. So from this video lecture, we see the series resonant circuit, application of series resonant circuit, frequency response for ZT, and derivation for resonance frequency. Thank you for listening this lecture.